Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. There, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. So Florida State's offense will start in a bad spot here thanks to that return. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Looking to set up a screen pass here and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward, and so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
The Noles will have first and 10 here. We go with a direct snap. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Direct snap to the back. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Makes a quick grab. Brought down to the 22 to first down. Very near the red zone now.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game. A chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year.
He takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team able to bring him down. So the LSU Tigers offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Grab down the middle. It's Green. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Second down after that short completion. They're going to run it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now. And he steps out short of the end zone at the 7. But what a play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
The Seminoles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Jackson. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
A field goal would make this a 2-score game, but they elect to go for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. He decides to keep it here. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. It's a short return. They make the tackle at the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
And the Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. To the air, it's Jackson. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. And he'll set up to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. All right, 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They go with a direct snap. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal. Crucial play coming up. Direct snap to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Seminoles. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. With the return, it's Gibson. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? First down. We're going to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the sideline. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Hill. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. That play makes it 2nd and 10.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Looking to throw. It's Jackson. Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
For the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Makes the grab. It's Hill. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And the Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, and the offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to the end zone, and it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And he's able to get the boot away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Jackson. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's McCoy. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score. First and goal from the 3. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles. And they'll set up for the PAT. He had the extra point and the lead down 21-zip. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is down in the backfield. They may have roughed the quarterback. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, gets a fresh set of downs. And it's a bunch formation. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the catch. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
It's a great play for the offense, but let's give all the credit to the offensive line for that play. The quarterback makes the throw, but he couldn't have done it without the time that they provided.
Defense is coming after him. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. That That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion sets up a second down. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just wanting to battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Good job by the...
And the coach has called timeout. He may use a challenge here to have the officials take another look at that one. So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the single back.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. 3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. They're trailing in the 3rd quarter. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Running back has it on a screen now.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the 2nd half of this playoff game.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the 1st. It's 4th down. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a 1st down.
Finds the receiver wide open. Touchdown, Florida State. And this one is getting ugly.
Oh, what a play. Man, this defense, they better watch out for this tight end today. It's proven right there how easily he can slip behind and get lost in coverage. And if that happens, this quarterback's going to find him and make you pay.
Extra point makes it a 28-zip lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner will be brought down. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. And the quarterback keeps it here. He shreds the tackle. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The drive stalls. They'll have to punt it away. Running it back. It's Gibson. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. To throw, it's Jackson. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. A gain sets up a third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. As we break for the quarter, Florida State is on top. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. A shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So, 1 quarter away. An impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up. Goal.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one.
Touchdown, Seminoles. To stretch the lead, the route is on. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
BAT is good, and the lead grows to 35-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Sacked, dropped at the 3.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the... So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And the quarterback dropping back. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
First down and 10 now. Looking to pass. It's Kromenhoek. There's a screen pass to the running back. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down. Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Back to throw again. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down. It's a nice game. The Noles come to the line with first and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. And the route is on.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Going after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain.
Yeah, that's a great game right here for these guys. It hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And they stopped it, but not before. An explosive play moves the ball all the way to the 32. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to pass. It's Collins. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The sure hands. It's Gibson. He's found some room at the 45. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board. Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night, maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
Looking to pass. It's Cromenhoek. Catch made on the left side. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
The offense will spend the timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. The Seminoles looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the 4th quarter.
The field goal is good. And they add to the lead. After the clutch field goal, they'll kick it off here. The offense has a long way to go. Need a touchdown and not much time. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the returner is brought down as the clock expires. That will wrap up this football game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you for watching.